Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Before I get into this weekly reading for Aries, let me just let you all know that I am giving away the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook on my channel. I'm giving this, if you haven't seen them before, these are the cards. I'm giving this away on my channel on the 31st, and all you have to do to be eligible for this is to be subscribed to my channel and just leave me a comment on any video that you like. It doesn't matter what video, but just leaving me a comment somewhere letting me know that you are interested. All right. Please do check my community page. YouTube, a lot of YouTube channels have a community page. Some of them use them, some of them don't. I use my community page a lot. So please check out my community page for any sort of new announcements or developments. I have membership on my channel now, which is really awesome. I only charge 99 cents to be a member on my channel. And I'm doing a membership drive right now, and all of that information is on my community page also. Yeah, I'm going to be adding a new love reading series for my members, and that's called the Love Bomb Readings. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be using a lot more decks. So anyway, check it out on the community page. You'll see all the information there, the announcement and everything else. All right, let's get right into Aries for this next week. This is the general for March 29th to April 5th. All right, guys. So straight out, we have soulmate energy. All right, Aries, we have passion. Okay, now. Nice, nice, nice. And we have trust. Well, I like this. You know, I like this energy. I mean, if you're watching this video, you already know that part of you has been drawn here for a reason. So these are some nice messages to get, you know. Certainly your guides, your spirits have drawn you here to get something out of that. And I love it when we have a good message like that. Soulmate, passion, and trust. Now we're going to go ahead and pull out your animal spirits. Some of you may or may not know I did have a live stream last night on my channel, and you can go check that out and see if you like that. I think I'm going to be doing more live streams because so many people are locked in, and so many people are like just wanting to still connect with people. So while I love doing my readings, of course, like this, I think I'll definitely be doing more live streams. So if you like the sound of that, let me know. All right, guys, so your animal spirits for this coming week, Aries, is the stingray. Interesting. We have the swan. Beautiful. Water, water. A lot of water for Aries. And we have the bat. So air energy. All right, Aries, so let's get into this before we pull out your traditional spread here that I normally do. All right, so the stingray, the stingray is really interesting. It's a beautiful animal spirit, and it's really about sort of establishing a backbone, self-confidence. It's a time in our lives where energies are coming into our lives, experiences are coming into our lives, Aries, where you're being challenged, right? You're being challenged to either stay with what's comfortable and also at the same time what people want you to do, what's expected of you, you know, or to perhaps go down the route that's a little bit more uncomfortable but challenging, but ultimately better for you, where you are sort of establishing your self-confidence and your sense of self. Right? So the stingray energy is a time of your life where you're being challenged to assert yourself, to stand up for yourself, to develop a sense of self-esteem and self-confidence, even if that flies in the face of people or energies around you that would have you sort of be much more submissive to them, right? Or maybe just impacting, you know what I mean? Just impacting the nature of you being able to sort of assert yourself in some way. It could be a family, society, cultural, religious, you know, energy that may be pushing in on you, but you want to express yourself, and you want to have confidence, and you want to be able to have the strength to make your decisions, right? And to have your feelings, because essentially this is a water elemental animal spirit, to have your feelings and your emotions valid and validated, right, and respected. So this is a challenging time. And with all animal spirits, you know, we talk about the spirit coming in. Now, the spirit can be out of balance or it could be imbalanced, you know. So, you know, a lot of times people ask me, well, what does this mean for my life that an animal spirit is coming in? It means that certain situations are causing this phenomenon for some of you right now. And the spirit of the stingrays, like if you are leaning on one direction or the other, if you are balanced, if you're finding yourself in a balanced place, then you will be able to assert yourself confidently. If you're feeling out of balance, right, then this spirit of the stingray energy coming in is challenging you in this area. And if you're finding it difficult, then what you need to do is you need to focus on that energy. You need to focus on that spirit of the stingray energy. You need to focus on sort of asserting yourself and being honest in little steps. You know, now you then begin to pick up whatever behavior you need to adopt to start focusing in on balancing this energy so that you can have you know what I mean? So that you can have that self-confidence that the stingray ultimately is urging you to have. And this is how we see all the animal spirits. Here we have the swan, which is also water element, Aries. And the swan is associated with elegance and everything. Elegance and beauty, elegant power, elegant confidence. It is an animal spirit that is associated with artistry, right? With beauty and artistry. And so the swan, again, here we have when the spirit of the swan is coming into our lives, we are finding ourselves being drawn to refining our artistic talents or skills or desires, right? So this is an energy of wanting perhaps to go study with a master in your particular area. If you say you're a painter or a sculptor, you know, now is a time, the spirit of the swan comes in at a time in your life where you either are choosing or you are also being challenged to sort of go to the next level with your skill. Go to the next level with your creativity, right? Think outside the box. Refine yourself a little bit, right? Increase your sort of, I want to say, outlook in this area. And so it's a really beautiful animal spirit that comes in because it's a spirit of sort of refinement. It's a spirit of expansion. And of course, ultimately of learning something more about yourself. And so if you are kind of out of balance right now with this kind of energy, you may be doubting yourself or you may be feeling like this energy in terms of an experience or opportunities may be coming in for you that would, right, that would sort of highlight this kind of energy coming in. Now, if you're out of balance or you're not ready, you could be finding yourself maybe pulling back a little bit, maybe being unsure, feeling maybe that, you know, maybe you're not ready, right? So that would be feelings of sort of insecurity and you're being challenged, right? And so we're saying here, we'll take a step forward, you know, take those little steps forward to try something more, to challenge your skill level, right? And you'll begin to gain that confidence, right? Another example could be like if you're a healer and you have an opportunity to train with someone or to work in an area that's going to increase your skills, but now all of a sudden you may be feeling a little bit doubtful about it, or is it worth it? Can I do it, right? This would be an example of the spirit of the swan coming into your life, challenging you to approach this situation with elegance, right? Approach it with determination, but you know what I mean? Understand that this is only going to make you better and make you more refined. Now, the bat is air energy, and with the bat, we see the darkness before the dawn. So bat energy is much more a type of energy that comes into your life that is situational, that is sort of the energies of life around you, like your experiences or the things that are happening that seem to be out of your hands, right? It's not something that you've designed to happen or something that you've worked towards. And the spirit of the bat comes into our lives at a time when we are just about to enter a new stage. We're just about to enter sort of a dawning. And when we talk about a new stage being a dawning, there's a lot of different stages in our lives that we can go through. Not all of them are a dawning stage. A dawning stage is the stage where you suddenly are seeing the world anew. You're seeing a fresh perspective. You're engaging in a path that is very, very, not only is it new, but it is very expansive. It's increasing your clarity. It's increasing your understanding, right? So a dawn that comes into your life it's a very positive thing, but it is also necessary for you to really be able to engage in a dawn the right way, to make sure that you've dealt with anything that is in the darkness before, that was in the darkness before. And this is what the bat talks about, the darkness before the dawn. And it's sort of, you are right now, you might be feeling like that. You might be knowing that within the next couple weeks or even months, you know that your life is about to change in a very sort of, in a very, I want to say, important and impactful way, right? And so right now, you may be in a period or in a stage of your life or area where you are talking and dealing with certain friends, places, right? Things that you have attachments to, that you may be ready to let go of those attachments. You may be ready to have that final conversation, or you may be ready to sort of, let go of certain things that you've had enough of. These are all of the things we associate with bad energy, right? Clearing out any sort of leftovers that you really don't need attachment to going forward. And it's a real sort of house cleaning area. It's also, it's an air energy card, so it's a mental card. We're talking about ideas also that we have, letting go of certain old ideas, right? When we let go of certain ideas that are ideas of our past that we've only ever just held on because we've never made an intention to let go of it. All of this kind of thing, all of these types of things of letting go, intentionally letting go, all of this kind of thing really clears your energy, and it allows you to be able to go forward into your next stage or into your dawning experience, right? Which is some of you are going through, with the type of energy that you will resonate better. You will experience more. You'll get more out of it, right? And that's what we talk about in metaphysics when we talk about like going back and letting go of certain things, because all of it is about your intention and where you put your focus, right? And so if your focus is clear because you've either dealt with things from the past or let go of them or put a period at the end of it, a line under it, maybe you had that final conversation or the conversation to clear air with someone whom you've had a bad vibe with, or maybe you've gone back and you've revisited some memories about some of your past experiences that were painful. And now that you've gone back and really looked at them, you've, just grown to accept it for what it is. All of this kind of stuff, it affects your energy and affects your vibration. And, these are very real things that you can do going forward, Aries, to be as open of a channel as you can be to the new experiences that are coming in. And so that's why we talk about these things like the darkness before the dawn and the letting go. All right, let's get right into your spread. I'm going to move these up a little bit. This is going to be 3 spreads for the week. Your first one is 4 of Wands, and 1 fell down, and 9 of Cups, and Death. And this is interesting. Death has come right out over that bat. And Death is somewhat akin to sort of bat energy, in a sense that part of that bad energy, that darkness before the dawn, is that things will by necessity die. Letting go is a death in a lot of ways, right? And so this is interesting. Some of you, Aries, are coming into the week with a 4 of Wands, okay? So 4 of Wands energy, some of you may be thinking about a relationship, a soulmate relationship coming in that you're wanting to solidify. You're wanting that commitment. You're wanting to solidify. 4 of Wands is that commitment. It's the commitment you make. A lot of times it's a commitment that comes very quickly in the beginning of a relationship, because sometimes the two of you come together. When you come together with a 4 of Wands, this is the 11-11 card, there seems to be a strong sort of, I want to say, possibility of sort of working out, right? There's always a strong sort of like good luck factor here, because a Four of Wands connection is when you come together with somebody and you both really have exactly the same desire in life, right? You have the same outlooks in life. You're different people. You have different personalities, and you may be very, very different even in your belief systems. But what you want for your life, the type of life you want, the type of relationship you want, and the type of person you want to be with are exactly aligned. They're equal. So you both have you have absolute equal respect for each other and love for each other. And these are the components that you need to have a successful relationship. And so Four of Wands can sometimes be a new relationship. It is Venus and Aries energy. So a lot of times it can be a young relationship, a new relationship, but it can very quickly rise to a level of deep commitment and moving forward. And so this is a lot of times why we associate this with a twin flame journey, because when this card shows up for a relationship, it usually indicates a relationship that either has I'm not going to say has been around a long time, but I'm saying probably has been very, very committed from the very, very beginning. Okay, so you can tell that this is one of these type of relationships, you know, where you come together with somebody and right away it doesn't take very long for you both to understand you are meant to be with each other, and you immediately sort of go on in your life. So Aries, you're resonating with this. Coming into the week, you have certain experiences, though, that give you a Nine of Cups energy. So this is interesting. Nine of Cups is more about being blessed with good relationships. And although you have this desire for commitment here, Nine of Cups is generally a solitary figure. This is a person who's happy, they're blessed, they have a lot of love in their lives, but they are generally alone. They don't have that connection of a Four of Wands in their life, right? So coming into this week, this energy is coming into you, and you round off the week with total change. So it could very well be that there is something going on with a relationship here. Four of Wands is a desire to come in and have that commitment, but it's like everything changes in a very real way. What is interesting, though, is that Nine of Cups is a feeling of being blessed and happy. So the change that's coming in is not making you unhappy. It feels almost like maybe you guys were getting married and something went wrong and you're just happy that you guys are together. You know what I mean? But whatever is going wrong, it is still a death coming in. So it's a very strange situation of an Aries who is with somebody. You guys were getting ready to go down one road, and that got stopped. But the stopping of that road that you guys were going down isn't something that's breaking you two up, right? But it is stopping you from going where you were going to go. And this is the energy that's bringing death into your life. Nevertheless, you guys are still together. You're happy, though. You're happy, you're blessed, but you're not going down that road you expected to go, and death is coming in. I don't necessarily feel like this is a breakup. I just feel like that this is a death that comes in and affects you both, right? Because you guys stay together. Four of Wands, you're staying together. But, you know, that Nine of Cups energy, I think what's really resonating from Nine of Cups is just that feeling of being blessed and like, all right, well, at least we're together. You know, that feeling of being blessed and being happy, because although you didn't get down the road where you're supposed to go, the death that's coming into your life, and death means separation and change and things dying. So things are changing in your life in a very real way, but you are still coming out of it with all of the things you're happy and blessed for. So it's an interesting read. I think this is for an Aries that's either freshly married, just married, or wanting to get married with someone. You guys are trying, you know, or moving in with someone, and you both are suddenly going through a very wild ride because a lot of things in your life are suddenly starting to fall away and go through this period of dying or death, which is separation or ending or stopping for you. Nevertheless, remember, the bad energy is there for you, and that just reminds you, Aries, that indeed this death is only it's the difficult portion of change, but after death comes growth, and that is the portion where you are really going to expand. So just hang in there. Queen of Wands, Temperance energy, and the Star. The Star has been in my mind a lot. For those of you who were at the live read last night, the live stream, you may remember me saying I've been thinking about this card a lot the last couple of days. Queen of Wands. Some of you are coming in Queen of Wands energy, and the Queen of Wands is the queen that we want to see whenever we're going through something very, very difficult. The Queen of Wands is the one who's very strong and wise and able to really get the most out of her experiences because she has already gone through a lot of experiences. So this is the energy of someone who's already been weathered by the storm quite a lot, has gone through a lot of different types of difficulties in life and surmounted them, right? Got through the fire and is stronger. But so now the Queen of Wands generally shows up, and that's good because it's like you're pooling all of your resources in terms of your wisdom, your experience, your understanding, your intuitive ability, your passion. This is everything that we see in the Queen of Wands. Right, and we love to see her show up, especially in a reading, because Aries, if you're going through something very difficult, then drawing on this Queen of Wands energy right now is the best thing you can do. And so what I'm telling you is that remember what you've been through, go in and remember, go into your mind, go into your, do your meditation and think about what you've been through in your life. Remember the lessons you've learned, tap your wisdom. There's something about a situation that you're going through that you already know something about. You've either been here before or you've learned some lesson that's going to impact your situation. And this is what the Queen of Wands brings. She brings that wisdom of the past to a situation, and that's what you need to do right now. Because she generally shows up at a time when you are definitely dealing with obstacles. So you come into the week and you are met with temperance energy. And so things are happening this week that are really causing you to remain tempered and to remain centered. And of course, these energies are very complementary because temperance is, of course, the card for Sagittarius, your sister sign. And by the end of the week, you round off with star energy. So this is going to be a week for you. For some of you, Aries, that's very challenging. There's going to be some challenges that you've been through before, and you're really going to need to tap on everything your wisdom and your experience to handle these challenges. But you do round off the week with star energy, which means that this is definitely something that's to do with your lifelong passions. So whatever desire you have in your life, for your life, this week is focused on events and feelings around that. Right? Whether it's a career desire you have, a business desire, an artistic desire, maybe you have a desire in love or desire in social areas, whatever that goal is for you, because the star talks about your goals and your dreams for your life, for the way you want to live your life, right? And making sure to do everything you can to make that happen. That's what your week is going to be dealing with. And a lot of these obstacles are going to be in that area of your life. But exercising temperance and really tapping into your wisdom is what is called for, because you already know, Queen of Wands, how to handle this situation the best way possible so that you remain on your path and with your purpose. Star energy also talks about maintaining focus and purpose as well as you work towards your goal. Final spread, strength, judgment, and Two of Pentacles. Well, Two of Pentacles has been everywhere last week, and I'm not surprised to see it here again. I think it showed up for you also last week, Aries. But in any case, now you have strength, which is your other sister sign, Leo's card, coming in. So some of you are coming into this week with strength energy. And strength really says that, for some of you, you are definitely working on sort of mastering yourself. This is the card of self-mastery in the sense of, understanding your emotions, feeling your emotions, but not allowing your emotions to control you. It is kind of a sister energy to temperance, although temperance is more about not allowing outside energies and influences to control you or to push your buttons. With strength, we talk about the inside. We talk about the internal emotions and passions that we have, our jealousies, our insecurities, our anger, things that are associated with our sort of baser emotions. With strength, we talk about not squashing them down or ignoring them or beating ourselves up because we have them, but really because you see her, she's not taming the lion. She's understanding the lion. She's empathizing with the lion. She's feeling for the lion. She's giving the lion love. You know, and a lot of people, it may seem like she's taming, but she's really giving the lion love. And so in a lot of ways you have to think of that, that being the strength. When you give yourself love and understanding, and your emotions love and understanding, without sort of fighting them or without gassing them up, then what happens is you can have your emotions, you can understand your emotions, but then you also still have the strength to leave them where they are and make the right decision going forward. So that your jealousy, although you can understand your jealousy, you give yourself the love of understanding that, okay, this is how I feel. You don't act on that, because your higher self is exercising strength. The strength to not act on those emotions that feel very real to us. But when we don't act on them and we act with our higher power, then we are being conscious and intentional, and we are being strong. And this is what strength talks about. And this is what you're doing. So you could be going through a very emotional period right now, Aries, some of you. And this week is going to be a week where you're really exercising a lot of strength, you know, not to act on them necessarily. You come into the week and you have some events that come in, and you have this judgment energy that comes in. Now, judgment and strength actually are a good energy to come together, because judgment is also now when you have certain experiences in your life that you're beginning to see from more perspectives than just your own. You're beginning to be able to see a situation from other viewpoints. And once you do that, you begin to understand the nature of judgment. You begin to understand the nature of criticism and hypercriticism, and why there shouldn't be any judgment or criticism. Because, you know, when you begin to see, if you begin to see a situation from 2 points of view, now you can't judge, you know, that you're only right. You're the only one who's right, you know. Now you have another point of view. So it could be that you're right or they're right. If you then judge your situation from 5 points of view, now you've broken that up 5 times. If you look at any one situation from everyone's point of view, there's no ability to judge what is right or what is wrong. And this is the understanding that comes in with judgment. And this is why judgment is associated with forgiveness and empathy, and actually being able to discern and judge a situation in a much more expansive and fair way. So now it's not that you don't judge anybody, but it's that you're being a lot more, I want to say, understanding and empathetic when you are making your decisions, right? So you're releasing some of that hypercriticism. And this is really good energy to come in with this strength. By the end of the week, you round off with the 2 of Pentacles, which is, of course, juggling a lot of finances. But I think by the end of the week, when you get to this 2 of Pentacles of juggle, because this is the energy of how you come out of this week, right? Aries, when you're doing all of that, I think you're going to have a lot of strength and confidence while you're doing that. So while last week your energies that were associated with the 2 of Pentacles were very sort of worrisome, this week you come in with a lot of strength. Come in with strength, come in with understanding, being able to discern the situation a lot better. Also, with the Judgment card coming in, you make better decisions, because you're not making decisions only based on your own viewpoint. You're now making decisions because you have a broader understanding of a situation because of your experience. So you're making better decisions, and coming into a 2 of Pentacles, that's an excellent energy to have, because now, although the chaos is not done, although, you know, the chaotic financial ups and downs and monetary and environmental ups and downs are not over, you are, however, much more able to juggle them with a lot more confidence. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it at that. This is your March 29th to April 5th. Weekly general outlook. After this, later on this week, I think probably by tomorrow, I'll start releasing the love outlooks, and off we go. I may also do another live stream, chit chat, and card pull tomorrow night at midnight. So do check out my channel. Let me know if you're interested. Don't forget to let me know if you're interested in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook. You have until March 31st. March 31st, I'm going to announce the winner. And then I'm going to see how I can actually get this shipped to you, because, of course, Amazon is not delivering. But guess what? The U.S. Postal Service is not seeing any shortage in delivery times or limitations or anything. It is a federal agency that is well suited for an increase of mail and deliveries. And so, you know, if you can't get it on Amazon, I encourage you all just to go straight to the websites of the people who are producing what you're looking for. Go to the publisher house if you're looking for a deck of cards. A lot of publishers, Llewellyn.com, a lot of publishers will have online websites, and you can buy directly from them and have what you need shipped to you with the U.S. Postal Service, and you don't need to wait on Amazon or the usual routes. I'm just putting that out there because a lot of people are forgetting that Amazon is just one online sort of trading retailer, but a lot of, you know, you're not buying it from Amazon. You're buying things from hundreds of businesses that are on Amazon that are using that network. A lot of those places have their own websites, and you can go there and order directly. So we're going to work it out. This is all me figuring out how to work out getting this to you, but I'll get it to you. All right, guys? But for right now, have a wonderful week, Aries, and I shall see you next week for your weekly general outlook. Bye-bye now.